Hey guys, all right. Lakers win. They're up 2-1 in this series. Um, they send the Warriors a strong message. To be honest, the game's still going on. I think they're up 30 in the fourth, so I kind of just tuned out because I pretty much saw what I needed to see in this game. I think the biggest factor in this game was the Lakers' ability to get to the free throw line. I thought they did a great job. They came out with intensity. They were the aggressors. They went to the rim. They got the Warriors in foul trouble. I mean, Draymond was in foul trouble the whole night. He didn't defend well. He didn't defend with discipline. He was very aggressive, but in an undisciplined way. And so it really hurt the Warriors. It wasn't just Draymond. I mean, it was the whole team. Um, the Warriors did not play this one well. I thought they should have gone to a little bit more of zone. I don't know why they didn't. Unless I missed it, I could have missed it. But it didn't seem like the Warriors went to a zone. But the Lakers again, they were the attackers, they were the aggressors. They got the whistles, they got the calls. And when they're going to the free throw line like that, it does two things. Number one, it gives them rest, right? It gives Anthony Davis and LeBron James a blow, right? So um, and it's crazy because they were still really tired in the third quarter. So if this goes to 7 games, I don't see the Lakers winning it, but they could win it in six because if they win the next game, then it's 3-1, and then you finish it up in game six, right? Um, but so yeah, like I was saying, so getting the free throw line gives them a rest, so that's number one. Number two, it slows down the Warriors in transition, so that's extremely important. It allows them to set their defense, so it slows down the Warriors. And number three, similar to number two, it gets the Warriors were completely out of rhythm tonight. I mean, completely out of rhythm. It was just like I think they lost. They shot less than 40% from the field. They shot less than I think it was like low 30s from threes. I think they had a lot of garbage threes down late in the fourth quarter, but later in the fourth quarter once the game was over. But they were not in sync offensively, and a huge part of that was the fact that the Lakers were able to set their defense every time. I thought the Warriors were complaining about a lot of calls. I thought they let the refs kind of take him out of the game, and there was some questionable calls. But something like I didn't feel like the Warriors did anything tonight to earn any calls. When you come on the road, you expect the home team is going to get the calls, and you gotta punch them in the mouth. You gotta be the aggressors. You gotta play with intent. And I didn't feel like the Warriors did any of that. They were very undisciplined. They had 18 turnovers. The Lakers only had 10. The Lakers played the much better game, the much cleaner game. And, to be honest, they didn't really have to. Yeah, I mean, they were tired, but they didn't have to push and give it everything they had because the Warriors just played a very, very poor game. And, you kind of listen to Klay Thompson's comments after the game, too. And he's like, we just got to get one in LA. And it's almost like, you know, the Warriors didn't come out with the sense that we need to get game three. And when you don't come out with that intensity, that desperation, that fear that you need to get this one, it's like a good fear. I think fear is a good thing when it's when you can um, I don't know how to say this, but when you can like channel it, where it's like you can use the energy that fear is giving you into the moment and into what you got to do. And tonight I felt like the Warriors didn't have that fear, and they weren't locked in the game, and they committed a lot of silly fouls, silly turnovers, and because of that you don't get on rhythm in offense, and the Lakers just took advantage of it. When you go to the free throw line, it gets you in a groove and rhythm, and then the Lakers just started knocking down some shots. The Lakers shot, I forgot what it was, but they were I think over 50% and from the field and over 40% from threes. So give the Lakers a lot of credit. They wanted this game more and they got it. So we'll see how the Warriors respond. But again, we can get into the X's and O's, but to me, it's more of an energy, intensity, mentality thing tonight for the Warriors and the Lakers. I thought the Warriors just wanted it way more, and that's what it comes down to. They were just way, way more locked in. Give credit to Anthony Davis; he played really well. D'Angelo Russell played really well. LeBron played really well. Klay was terrible tonight. 6 turnovers. Jordan Poole did nothing. Curry had a tough time getting going. I mean, he had 20 something points, but he really didn't get going. He had a few flashes of threes and stuff like that, but just they were they had so little opportunities that it was hard for him to really get going. And then Andrew Wiggins too. Then I thought played okay, but all in all, the Lakers' big three played really well. I thought Reeves was really good. I thought the whole. I mean, it was a whole team effort on the Lakers and a whole team debacle on the Warriors. So um, I think Game 4 is going to be really pivotal because the Warriors are not going to want to go down 3-1 because that is not a good situation to be in. Even though I think they could come back, but at that point the Lakers are big time favorites. I think the Warriors will get Game 4. Um, I really think we're going to see a different Warriors team in 2 days. But if the Lakers manage to get Game 4, I could see them winning this series in Game 6, and yeah. So that's kind of my view. It's like I said, it's hard to take much more from this game. It was so lopsided, so one-sided. It just felt like the Lakers had everything going for them, and the Warriors, never got going. So there you have it. I wanted to talk a little bit about the other series. We Nuggets Suns. The Suns finally got a game last night. Um, and then pretty much they got big performances from Durant and they got a big performance from Devin Booker. Devin Booker was just lights out. I like the way Durant played because he was struggling, but he just kept at it. He got to the free throw line. He just kept with it. It was a must game for the Suns, and they got it. You could tell they wanted it more. It's kind of a theme in this playoffs. Early on, if you're a good team, and you really need a game, you're going to find a way to get it, and that's kind of what's happening right now. And so I still like the Nuggets in this series better. I think they're deeper. They got more talent. The problem I have with the Suns is beside Booker and Durant, I'm just not seeing much more from anybody else. DeAndre Ayton has really, really struggled. I mean, he's got to get going. And also the Chris Paul injury really worries me. I forgot exactly what it is, but it's like I think it's a muscle strain or something like that. But it sounds like he might come back in Game 4 or 5, but he doesn't. He's probably not going to be very healthy. So he might be a good distributor and he can hit an open three, but that really concerns me for the Suns. So I got the Nuggets winning that series. Um, Miami Knicks. I really like the Heat. I like the way they're playing. I think Jimmy Butler's the best player in this series. Jalen Brunson's really struggled from three, even though he's playing well, but his threes are not falling, so maybe they'll start falling. But um, I just think the Heat have more experience. I think they're better coached, and I really, it's just I was worried because of Jimmy Butler's ankle injury, but he still had a good performance tonight. So really encouraged by the Heat. I think they're going to find a way to win it. I think they're going to lose in the Eastern Conference Finals, but against the Knicks, I think they have the means to beat the Knicks. I like the way Bam Adebayo is playing, and they just have a gritty veteran team that knows how to win games. And the talent disparity I don't think is huge between Miami and the Knicks. You could argue the Knicks are a little bit more talented, right? Because they have Julius Randle, but he hasn't been playing great. And then they have R.J. Barrett and Josh Hart. So, but overall, I'm just seeing the Heat are really able to get. They just seem they're able to impose their style of play more than the Knicks are. So I really like Miami, and it's a funny series because it's a very old '90s style basketball. And also back to the Lakers Warriors. I mean tonight '90s style basketball. I mean the because of all the whistles and all that, I mean the game was just going at a crawl space. I mean it was just like I was watching this. I was like, there is no rhythm in this game. There is no pace to this game. It is slow, and that's perfect for the Lakers. That's what they want. The Lakers they want as many whistles as possible to break the play up. They short bursts. Like they're not in for a marathon. The Warriors are the marathon team. The Lakers. This was a very '90s basketball game, and you're seeing all the same similar style with the Knicks and the Heat. Um, so and then the last one, Philly and Boston. Very interesting series. It's crazy because James Harden went off in Game 1. Boston made their adjustments. They won Game 2 as I expected they would. I didn't know what to expect in Game Three, and the fact Boston went into Philly and won this game. Yeah, it's a little bit concerning for Philly. Um, I mean, James Harden just an awful performance. The one thing I would be encouraged if I'm Philly is Embiid played well tonight. With the injury, I was a little concerned, and I haven't been talking about this just because I was really down about it, just because of the Embiid injury. So the fact that Embiid at least is somewhat healthy and had a good game tonight is encouraging for Philly. But losing a home game like that, when losing the home court edge advantage when you took it in game one, I think is very concerning. So I got Boston winning this series. I don't think Boston's gonna win it in five, so I'll take Boston in seven. But if it goes only six, that wouldn't surprise me. So anyway, guys, another exciting day of the playoffs. I look forward to the upcoming games. I mean, this is one of my favorite rounds because there's a lot of good matchup, and the next round is going to be really good too because there's good matchups. Um, but the Philly Boston series I think is really interesting, and I think the Warriors Lakers series is going to be really interesting. The Suns Nuggets series, I'm a little concerned for the Suns, and then the Heat and the Knicks series, I'm pretty worried for the Knicks. So that's kind of to wrap it up. All right, bye guys. Enjoy your evening.